Of last month, he always signed up for the tournaments. I always see him, but he never ended up checking in. He oftentimes watches them, comes in from time to time, but it's kind of cool to be able to see him participating and getting this far in the bracket.
This guy is a scrub. Getting his Ember, I've actually seen him play a lot of Ember, so I think that's one of his mains. PXshadow getting Scarlet. Let's see who comes out on top.
The scrub immediately opens up with the bow. Ooh. Goes for the hammer. Is the side light? No. Scrub has the bow. Both players just throwing their weapons aside, but Shadow's actually able to find the first amount of damage, gets the unarmed combo into the neutral light. Toss that hammer into his face. No, still holds on to it. There's this. Hammer is tossed aside. Scrub tries to negate that mine with the bomb. Dodges under the bomb instead of catching it. Just playing with the bomb and actually reads Shadow's dodge. Puts a decent amount of damage onto him. Throws the guitars up to try to get the weapon. Ooh, side light? No. No follow-up.
Yeah. Pretty close game so far. Both players in the orange. This guy is a scrub. Weaponless right now, and actually trying for unarmed instead of picking up another weapon. And he might pay for it. It looks like he's dead.
No, he gets back onto the stage. That D-Light wasn't quite at the ground pound that Shadow needed, and Scrub was actually able to get back onto the stage quite well. Tosses the spike ball straight up. Ooh, just a side air instead of catching it, and actually tosses it into Shadow's face as he tries to go for a D-Light. That weapon toss into the mine sends his lance flying, but the side air sends Shadow off the stage. Goes for a charged neutral stick. That was not a good idea. Shadow punishes it aptly with the side air. Both players find themselves at kill percent. Shadow actually reaches his dodge in with a neutral light.
Yeah, this is a very close first stock. Both players are gonna die to anything, and there it is, the side light unarmed, taking this guy as a scrub's life.
Scrub pulling on the bow, goes for his cider. Shadow goes for that neutral light to be able to try to get whatever damage he can. He wants to get as much damage on the scrub as possible before losing his stock, but the unarmed combos don't matter. The bomb hits, and Scrub evens it up 2-2.
So you remember when I was talking about Scarlet who use throw combos at the highest level? We see PXshadow doing that to good effect right now. He's already hit quite a few of them, and they're definitely helping support the standard play style.
Yeah, tosses that lance up to cover high, but Scrub's actually able to maneuver around it quite well. Shadow going with the unarmed combos. Scrub answers with the weapon toss of his own with the bow. Forces Shadow up high, side air, weapon toss, down air. Putting as much damage on the Shadow as possible. Gets the side lane and the down sig. Sends him flying.
That was a really good down sig to throw out right there. And this guy's a scrub, finding the side sig, almost killing PXshadow.
And the guitar's forcing Shadow to go low, goes for that ground pound, but Shadow's actually ready to punish with a recovery, holds onto the spike ball, waits him out, doesn't even charge it, just tosses him as he lands. The hammer to the side light, the neutral sig. I believe there's supposed to be another signature, otherwise that would have hit, but Scrub hits that side air of the mine, forces Shadow high, and actually uses the side light as a weapon and the way to get back to the stage. Neutral sig kills him off the top, and Shadow takes the lead.
Yeah, so Shadow again getting the lead in the stocks, but already in deep red. This guy is a scrub. Seems to be fishing like insanely hard for this unarmed stuff, and I feel like PXshadow is punishing him a bit. Wow, that held the crocky, and
He gets back out of the stage. Scrub letting Shadow onto the stage instead of challenging his recovery for some reason after a great spike ball hit, just charging this ball multiple times. Barely dodges through it. Shadow playing with fire here. Scrub tosses his guitars away, just trying to go for an unarmed execute with his Ember right now. Neutral after neutral, there's the mine once again. He's just... There's a lot of gadgets spawning right now.
Yeah, this item play... Oh my god.
So he lands on the mine as he tosses the weapon. Dies and the weapon lands on the Scrub. That was amazing. Shadow hits with the neutral. Hits with the neutral light. Scrub responding in kind.
So yeah, Shadow is still doing pretty good though. This guy's a scrub already in orange,
Ooh,
but it is close.
The bomb connects to the Shadow's face, and that's not good. Scrub was a little behind, and now he evened it up. There's the neutral signature to send Scrub flying. Goes for a GC neutral sig to follow up with a dive kick, but doesn't quite work out. Scrub tosses guitars in the Shadow's face. That side sig was an excellent read. Throws out another side sig. Shadow's throwing signature after signature. The mine trade happens, and both players find themselves low. The Lance still having a lingering hitbox. Shadow finds that neutral sig, or neutral light. Ooh.
Oh, that's it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I believe,
what a great game.
Remind me what signature that was of Scarlet's again.
That was the down sig.
Did a down sig, yeah. I'm surprised that actually caught Scrub. Must have hit him on the very edge of the hitbox. Catch some sense of flying to the side of the stage. And even though it went to the other side of the map, he had enough damage where that definitely did kill.
Wow. Yeah, that was a very close game. PXshadow did get the all three of those stocks before this guy is a scrub though. So there's that.
Yeah, Scrub was working really hard with those gadgets to be able to bring back that match. If those bombs didn't connect, it definitely would have looked a lot less close than it did. And he switches up his Ember skin, reminiscent of his Luxury, whenever he ends up losing a match.
3, 2, 1,
Sure thing.
All right, so we go straight into game two. This guy is a scrub, sticking with his Ember, and PXshadow sticking with the Scarlet. I don't think PXshadow really plays Scarlet, but he did so good last game that I don't think it matters. He feels comfortable keeping it.
Definitely.
This guy's
Ember.
a scrub. He fishes so hard for this unarmed stuff. It's weird.
Yeah, and he's not really opting to go for weapons. I feel like he's almost waiting for the gadgets to spawn. Goes into the sidelight. It's not causing him to lose. He finds 2 neutral airs in a row, finds the bow, goes to the ground pound, but gets punished by a neutral signature shadow, goes for another neutral sig, well placed, doing an excellent job being able to read Scrub's movement. Goes in for a down air, reads it with a sider, another neutral sig thrown out. Scrub tosses the crocky ball into the island. I feel like he was trying to get it to bounce off, and ooh, that ground pound nearly punishes Shadow's recovery.
Jeez, yeah, you know, I want to say what this guy's a scrub's doing is suboptimal, because he is getting forced to play a lot unarmed, and it feels like he's getting punished a lot, but like, he just stays so equal, and he takes the lead sometimes. And it's against PXshadow, a really good player, so I don't know. It's very interesting, a new kind of playstyle I haven't seen very much of.
Ooh, Scrub reading a bunch of different landings when he called in that Valkyrie, went for the charge haymaker, the horn ends up hitting him. Shadow hits him with a neutral lair, and both players find themselves deep in the red, but neither player really ending each other's stock. Shadow tosses the hammer, lobs it, ooh, goes for that charge neutral sig, and Scrub goes in with the cider, and it ends up winning out with his unarmed playstyle, takes the first stock.
Yeah, it's the first time this guy's a scrub's had a stock lead, so it's already going better.
Shadow going in with the mine. Scrub finds the guitars. Ooh, nice weapon toss and unarmed, but Shadow's ready to punish the down sig. Ooh, wow, the bomb!
Oh my goodness.
Knockback actually getting cancelled out by the weapon toss, making it look like nothing happened at all, even though he took a bunch of damage. Goes with that unarmed and gets the side sig. That's it.
So this is actually probably the biggest lead I've seen a player have, and it's going in the opposite direction of last game. This guy's a scrub, doing a very good job this game of just taking down PXshadow's Scarlet.
Yeah, really maneuvering around the map, just using all of the weapons that are spawning to his advantage. Ooh, goes for that cider into the recovery, being not afraid to punish Shadow's Lance recovery. The Lance recovery is very linear, very easy to predict as long as you know the range of how long he's charging it. And he wasn't afraid of being able to get hit by that and being able to punish him. There's the sidelight, the weapon toss, both players tossing their weapons into each other's faces, but there's the side air, forces Shadow onto the island. The recovery doesn't connect. The side air, however, hits him to the island, kills him off the bottom of the map, and that's a clean, nearly a clean stock from Scrub.
This is actually just insane to watch. This is very unique what this guy is a scrub doing with all these like weapon throws and unarmed setups. He's like actually showing a beautiful mastery over gadgets and the physics system in this game.
Yeah,
very interesting to watch.
You can see he's just messing around with it or testing or just showing it off when he tosses something into that island right there, especially with the crocky balls. He's just trying to get some interesting setups.
Yeah, what he's doing is really cool. Is he's throwing it diagonally upwards into it so that it comes in at a nice arc so that he can approach with that weapon or with that crocky like coming down or with that bomb coming down, and it makes it very difficult.
Ooh,
oh wow.
Shadow went too deep. That's the
himself.
stock. Yeah, he was just trying to get an easy kill on the Scrub, but he ends up not keeping track of his jumps, and Scrub's just like, yeah, I'll take that. And gets back onto the stage, takes a solid 2 stock.
Can we get a ban on objects? PXshadow a little salty. I love it.
Yeah, Shadow's definitely
scrub.
He's definitely feeling the pain of Scrub's of gadget game, because it's not even weapon throw combos that are what's doing Shadow in. It's purely the gadget play. Scrub's using the weapons as if they're gadgets, but for the most part, he really likes playing with the spike ball, he likes playing with the mines, the bombs, anything that he can do to toss into Shadow's face, puts him into a weird position and hits him with the unarmed. Really showing off with his Ember and his unique playstyle that we don't really see a lot. A lot of players like to favor one weapon, maybe 2 weapons on the legend, but they'll hold on to it as long as possible, and Scrub doesn't seem to really care what he has.
Alright. Something just came up. I'm gonna have to go. I'll probably be back for next game, but you're gonna have to solo cast for one.
Sounds good. Ooh, Shadow mixing it up to
Alright, good
Sir
luck.
Roland. Against Scrub's Ember on the Shipwreck. So we don't have any interesting walls, no islands, no platforms for Scrub to be able to use his gadget game on. So we're going to see whether or not a flat stage will even benefit him. Finds the first weapons, the guitar. Shadow going with the lance. Tosses the lance into Scrub's face, goes for that dive kick. Shadow, however, holding onto the sword, who is getting destroyed by Scrub's unarmed combat right now. Scrub, the mine. Wow! Shadow actually using the horse to hit into that bomb and toss him into the other mine. Despite Sir Roland's high defense, he's getting completely destroyed on the stock. Scrub's barely taking any damage, putting Roland nearly into the red. Scrub holding onto the crocky ball, holds on to it, tosses it into Shadow's face, tries to go for a sword. Shadow wants nothing to do with that, holds on to the sword, gets ready to dodge out of the way of the crocky ball, and Scrub's just waiting it out, tossing it up whenever he feels like Shadow is ready for his shenanigans. Goes for that reverse neutral signature, actually almost punishes Shadow with his lance play, holds on the ball once again. You know Shadow's terrified of this ball, just charging it, tosses it aside, wastes his jump, tosses around, and Scrub, wow! The GC sidelight into the mine kills him off the top. What an excellent unarmed option from Scrub. Scrub completely dominating over Shadow's Sir Roland right now. Scrub holding onto the bow, goes for that D-light into the neutral there. Holding onto the bow, once again, doesn't really want to do much with it, tosses it aside, waits for that weapon to spawn, but for the most part wants to go in for an unarmed combo. Shadow's trying to return with some gadget play of his own, but Scrub actually finds the guitars, the downer into the neutral layer, puts some damage onto him, tosses the guitars aside, pulls in the horn. Ooh, doesn't even go for the weapon that spawns from it. Trying to take advantage of Shadow, trying to approach onto him for picking up the weapon. Shadow hits him with the side light, tries to hit him with another side air, lands with the side air. None of these side airs are connecting, and Scrub finds another mine hit. All these gadgets are destroying Shadow. The charge downs and connects another mine. Shadow nearly jumps into it. The bomb, he dodges out of the way, but nearly gets punted into it. Ooh, another bomb is being thrown to Shadow. Shadow uses the horse to get out of the way and actually connects with Scrub, tosses the lance aside, forcing him to recover high. There's the side light. He needs to end Scrub's stock right now. Ooh, there's the weapon toss. Two crocky balls in a row. Scrub's weapon toss game is insane. Shadow tosses the sword aside, and he's just waiting. He definitely doesn't like this gadget play. The actual crocky ball connects. Goes for a ground pound, but Shadow's actually able to get a recovery. Scrub is such an entertaining player to watch. Tosses the bow into Shadow's face twice in a row. Goes for that side stick, doesn't quite connect, and the bow actually hits Shadow as he's forced to fly down. Bows are just flying everywhere. Scrub, unarmed, hit by the side air, ends the stock, but he's done so much damage to Shadow's Sir Roland. Shadow tosses the lance into Scrub's face. Does a decent amount of damage. Scrub trying to do some way of ending out this stock. Ooh. Tosses the bow aside, finds a bow of his own, tries to go for a neutral there, but Shadow finds himself unarmed. I wouldn't be surprised to see Scrub try to go for some pivot neutral sig here to be able to end Shadow's stock. Shadow tries to hit him with a side light. Scrub calls in a weapon. No, doesn't quite hit it, but the Valkyrie ends up just hitting Shadow anyways, finds the bomb. I wouldn't be surprised if this hits. There it is. Ooh, Shadow dodges right through it. It gets punted by his side light. He's off the stage, but his defense is keeping him in there, and he's forced to dive kick out of the way of the weapon. Scrub finds the ground pound and actually takes his stock over PXshadow Sir Roland. Shadow holding on to the sword. Waits for Scrub to toss aside a spike ball. He doesn't want anything to do with Scrub whenever he's got that spike ball. Shadow holding onto the sword. He's just throwing out a downer after downer. He has no idea how to approach Scrub's play. It's so unorthodox for him. Goes in for that bomb, but actually punishes him with a down stick. Shadow saying, fine, I'll punish you for picking up these gadgets. I know you want to go for them. Try to hit him before he actually picks them up. But Scrub gets the mine anyways, and he's trying to hit Roland into it. Hits that dive kick to interrupt his signature. Shadow holding on to the mine. Dodges out of the bomb and actually hits him with the neutral signature with the lance. Picks up the sword, tries to hit him with the baseball bat. Scrub tosses the mine aside and actually punishes him with the unarmed combo. Ooh, kicks him into the landing bow, throws another bow, the ground pound. And then the GC side stick gets punished by Shadow's neutral signature. Scrub gets back on the stage, but that baseball bat sends him flying. Lance lands onto Scrub's face. Shadow hanging around in the air, and that GC haymaker sends him flying. Ooh, the spike ball sends him below the stage. Another spike ball into the ground pound. That's it. Scrub's off stage, unarmed gadget toss play.